Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 284 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today, I'm going to be trying out this beautiful eyeshadow palette here. This is from Essence and it's the Counting Hearts eyeshadow palette. And I have this in the version Love You Very Much. And this has 28 different shades and it retails for $14.99. So that seems like a pretty good deal to me. And this is a big palette. So I got this from Ulta and this is how it shipped to me. No packaging or anything to take off. And when I open it up, it has this like big empty space here that seems like it's missing a brush or something. So hopefully I'm not missing a piece. But so I was really drawn to this, honestly, because of how cute this palette is with all of the hearts. I wish it had a mirror. I think for $14.99 it could have included a mirror, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch all of these shades. Okay, so I'm going to enter pictures as well, but here are the first 18 shades that I swatched, and I will say that they are not swatching as pigmented as I would have hoped. The darker shades swatch the nicest and the most pigmented. Some of the lighter shades barely showed up, but what I'm noticing that I'm not really happy about is that a lot of the shades are very similar. Like the shimmery silver shades, which you can barely even see on camera, are all very similar. And then you get some more here. At first, when I swatched this metallic purple shade, I was like, wow, that's beautiful. That's my favorite one so far. But then there were a bunch of other very beautiful metallic purple shades that were very similar. I also feel like there's a lot of light purple shades that end up looking very similar. So you can see in the palette here, like these light purple ones all end up looking the same. A lot of these lighter white silver shimmers and even the metallic-y purples all end up looking very similar. So I wish there was some more differentiation in the colors. Like I'm thinking back to that NYX palette that I just tried out, the Machinist Steam palette, and there was such a variety of colors in that palette and they were all beautiful colors. So that's what I kind of appreciate in a palette more, where you just get much more of a range and I feel like you get more of your money's worth. Whereas if I wanted just a shimmery silver shade, any of these will really do. Even though they're not exactly the same, they're close enough in my opinion. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and continue swatching the rest of the shades. And here are the rest of the shades. I'll insert an image here. But these ones, I'm much more excited and happy about these shades, especially these shimmer sparkle shades here. I think that these swatch beautifully and they have really pretty like multicolor sparkle to them, so that's really nice. And then I love these shades of blue. They're very beautiful and there's definitely that mix of metallic, there's glittery, there's shimmer, and there's mattes. So I do appreciate that variation. So now I'm gonna go ahead and try these out on my eyes. I'm gonna start out by priming my eyelids using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion so that I can give these shadows as much of a fair chance at performing their best as I possibly can. I also feel like some of these shades could kind of stain my eyelids, so maybe by priming them it'll help. I don't know. But if you want to see my review on the eyeshadow primer potion from Urban Decay, I will link that video down below. And then the brushes I'm going to be using are from my Vander 24-piece brush set. To make this a fun look and use a bunch of the colors, I want to use purples, blues, and greens. I was really drawn to this matte teal shade here, so I'm going to use that as my crease shade. One of my favorite eyeshadow looks I ever created was actually from a dollar store eyeshadow palette that had pinks and purples and teals and blues, and I just thought that they were so pretty, and I was so happy with the way that my look came out, and I couldn't believe it was only $1 to create that look. So this palette kind of gives me similar vibes, similar color scheme. So actually, if you want to see that video on the eyeshadow palette that I'm talking about, I will also link that one down below. So this teal, like, it's blending out nicely, but it's not as bright and vibrant as I would like. When I first apply it, it does look pretty bright, but then as I blend it out, it does become a bit more dull. But it is blending out smoothly, easily, just not as super pigmented as I would have liked. Now with a different clean brush, I'm going to, in the outer corner, use a purple shade because I want to use this really pretty green metallic. So I'm going to use the green on the inside, but on the outside I'm going to use a purple shade. How about I go in with this kind of medium toned purple. This shade seems particularly dusty. And this one I feel like is applying in a very similar way to that teal, where it has the potential to be a very bright, beautiful color, but once it's applied to the eyes and blended out, it does just seem to become more pastel. It loses its vibrancy no matter how much I am applying. But I do feel like all in all it's pretty easy to work with, easy to blend. I did not go in with a very light hand. I applied a lot of shadow, so this is not impressing me so far. I'm hoping that the star of the show right now will be this metallic green shade, and I'm just going to apply it with my finger. So it's pretty, but it's nothing super amazing. Like, it doesn't look as vibrant, metallic, and dark as it looks in the palette, but it's definitely pretty. These colors are feeling kind of like mermaid makeup. Kind of reminds me of like the Little Mermaid, which I'm happy about that. I'll take a mermaid look. I love playing with makeup. I feel like after a stressful day, just sitting down to play with an eyeshadow palette relieves all of my stress. It makes me happy, and so happy that I have this outlet. So now I feel like my eyeshadow is looking colorful, it's looking bright, but it just looks primarily green. I'm really not getting that teal or purple. Maybe I'll go ahead and take this royal blue shade, try and put some of that in the crease. I really do feel like once I apply the shades to my eye, they end up looking basically a shade lighter. So whereas this blue looked like a medium to dark blue in the palette, now that it's on my eyelid, it looks more of a light blue. So that's kind of what I have to think about. Like, if it's a light shade, it's gonna look extra light. If it's dark, it's gonna look more medium. I want to just take, to finish this off, one of the shimmery silver shades and apply it to the brow bone. Wow. Now this one's actually applying quite nicely with more pigment than I was expecting. So I just feel like I kept losing colors as I went to apply others. They would just end up all kind of muddying together, losing their brightness. So I'm just not super excited about this palette. I love the way it looks since it's just so cute with all the hearts, but now that I've applied it, I don't actually really love how it applies. I could make this look nicer by adding some eyeliner, lashes, but I really wanted to just understand the application of this palette and how the colors looked, and I feel like I got a good understanding of that. So all in all, I would consider this a decent palette. It's definitely not my favorite, but it's not terrible. I do wish that I got more variation in colors. I wish that they showed up a bit more pigmented and vibrant, but they are usable. I feel like for $15 I could have gotten better quality, but I also feel like $15 is pretty affordable for this size palette in this many colors. This is my first experience with Essence eyeshadow palettes. If you've ever tried an Essence eyeshadow before, I'd love to know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. Maybe I should try out some other palettes, so if you have any other recommendations, let me know, because I am a fan of the Essence brand. Thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day, and I will see you tomorrow in my next video.